What is the name of the chapter we were studying about?
Where there comes from? Food, where does it come from?
Okay, we were studying about food. Where does it
Food,
come
where
from?
does it comes from?
Okay, right. So first of all, you got to know about what do you mean by ingredients, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What is meant by ingredient? Who will tell? Raise your hands. I will ask you. You should not give mass answers. Okay, F Nayas, tell me, what do you mean by ingredient?
Ingredients means which we add for our food, which we eat food, which we add in that, we will call it ingredients.
So
For
ingredients
example,
are the,
for roti,
okay,
ingredients are the
tell.
water,
Any one ingredient for roti you tell.
water, wheat, wheat,
Okay, very good. So you add wheat, oil or ghee or salt, water. So those individual things are known to be as an ingredients. The substances which are added to prepare a particular dish is known to be as a ingredient. So later you got to know about different sources of food. Okay. So which are the two different sources of food, major sources of food?
Plants and animals.
Plants and animals. Okay. Every one of you mute it now. I will be asking you the question. You should only raise your hands.
Okay, ma'am.
Nayas,
Yes, ma'am.
mute it. Okay. Fine. So you got to know about the edible part of the plant and non-edible part of the plant, right? So what do you mean by edible part of the plant? Raise your hands. I should not listen any answer there. Sharat sir. What do you mean by edible part of the plant? Sinchana?
An edible plants of.
Be a bit louder. It's not audible. No, it's not clear, Sinchana. Yeah, tell me now. Bhavana? Unmute it and answer. Yeah? Unmute it, Bhavana.
Bisna.
Christopher? Yeah, tell me. What do you mean by edible part of a plant?
Which the edible part of a plant is in which plant in which plant we plant like in which plant we eat the thing is called edible.
What is edible? In simpler words, what do you mean by edible? Revati?
Ma'am, it's edible roots that ma'am which we eat some plant which part we eat is called edible.
So the eatable part of a plant is known to be as edible. What do you mean by non-edible? Raise your hands, be fast. Fatima Artaf Khan. Unmuted answer. No. Sneha?
Ma'am.
What is non-edible part of a plant?
And the part we cannot eat.
So the non-eatable part of a plant is known to be as a non-edible part of a plant, right? You got to know few examples for edible and for few examples for non-edible. We'll move further now. I will be showing you the video and meanwhile I will be explaining it to you. Everyone should be silent.
Okay,
No one should make noise.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, can you see the video?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is my voice audible for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay,
We will
I will
learn
be
about
starting.
the sources of
Do the
food.
revision now, once again.
Yes, ma'am.
What is our food made up of?
So what is our food made up of? Tell fast.
Ingredients.
Very good. It is
Food
made
is
up
made
of
of many ingredients.
Okay.
Ingredients. Ma'am, many or few ingredients.
Okay.
Of vegetables. What are the sources of these ingredients?
What are the sources of these ingredients?
Ma'am, they
Plants
call
and
it
animals.
Plants and animals. Very good.
Which parts of the plant are used as source of food?
Which parts of the plants are used as a source of food?
the
Manjunath, tell me.
Ma'am, root, leaf,
Okay.
flower.
Okay. What about stem?
Yes, ma'am. Banana
Seed.
stem.
Seed.
Seed, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Root, stem, leaf, flower, seed can be used as a source of food.
Food.
Us as food. We eat only the leafy part. Consume the roots.
Yeah. Wait.
Its stem and flowers are.
So all this is
When
completed
it
now.
comes to the mustard plant, the oil that is derived from mustard used to cook food. The seeds like moong or chana.
So what happens when moong or chana? What happens when moong or chana is soaked in water and it is wrapped with a cotton cloth? What
Sprouts
happens?
will come.
Sprouts will come. So what are those seeds known
It will
as?
sprout.
ma'am, the white part.
What are those seeds known as?
Sprouted seeds.
Very good. It is sprouted seeds. Now everyone should be silent. I will be till here. You got to know. Next, I will be explaining you. Everyone should mute it right now. No one should answer me anything. Mute it. So these seeds are known to be as a
Can
sprouted
be kept in water
seeds,
for a
which
day.
you got to know already.
These sprouted seeds
So
are
they will
highly
be rich
nutritious.
in vitamins, nutrients, rich nutrition you'll get by eating sprouted seeds.
And can be consumed as salads. Plants form a significant source of food for us.
Okay. See the video now.
Do insects also form a source of food?
So you got to know that plants and animals form an important source of food. There are few insects that also plays a very important role to give us food. Which is the prominent example for insect giving us food? Any one example prominent? Honeybee. Very good. Who is that? Honey. Very good. Honeybee is the insect name and it will give us the food in the form of honey. Okay.
We rear insects like
See that.
honeybees and beehives to produce honey. Beehives are enclosed.
So beehives are the enclosed structure that provides a natural habitat for bees. So what do you mean by habitat? The place where an organism lives. We live in a home. So that is our habitat.
Hello, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, birds live in the nest. So nest is its habitat. Right? Rabbit and all live in a burrow. So burrow is its habitat. Okay, similarly, bees live in a hive. That hive is known to be as a beehive. So that is its habitat. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
I don't understand, ma'am. I don't understand.
Okay, so bee is living in its hive. So that hive is nothing but its habitat. So it is the natural habitat for bees to rear their young ones. Okay.
Closed structures that provide a natural habitat for bees to rear their young ones. Honeybees gather nectar from different flowers.
So what does a honeybee do? It will fly and it will gather a nectar from the flower. So from the flower, it will collect all the nectar, whatever is needed for it. Okay. So it will collect the nectar
And
and it
convert
will
it into
form,
honey,
see the image.
which is then stored in the beehive. Honey is a sweet fluid.
So where is the nectar being stored? Where is the nectar being stored?
Ma'am, in the beehives.
In the beehive. So what is that beehive? Sujata and Zunaira, can you tell me what do you mean by beehive?
Ma'am,
It is a habitat, natural habitat of bee. See, that beehive can be made artificially also. So that procedure is known as apiculture. What it is? Apiculture. As you know, in poultry, I'm telling you, listen to it. As you know, in poultry, what will be there in the poultry?
ma'am, it will be
What you'll rear, what you'll grow in the poultries? Lubna,
Yes, ma'am.
can you tell what do you rear in the poultry?
Ma'am.
ma'am, animals.
Poultry. Chicken,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Okay. So that is being reared in the poultry. Similarly, artificially, we can also rear honeybee. Okay, that process is known as apiculture. What it is known as? Apiculture. Apiculture. Apiculture is known to be as rearing of honeybees to collect
Okay, ma'am.
honey. So that is artificially done. The natural honeybee house you have seen, no? Everywhere.
Yes, ma'am.
That is naturally. So beehives are the natural habitat for the honey. Similarly, artificially also it can be made.
yes, ma'am.
That is used by humans.
Ma'am, it's pure honey.
Nourishment.
Yeah.
Edible fungi.
See, along with you got to know about honey hives. See, artificially
beehives
these boxes, can
produce
you
honey.
see here?
Yes, ma'am.
Those are the artificially made beehives. This process of making artificial honey is known to be as apiculture. Okay.
Culture. Ma'am.
Beehives are enclosed structure and converted into honey, which is then stored in the beehive. Honey is a sweet fluid that is
Ma'am,
used
this is pure honey.
as
Yeah,
a
this
source
is
of
pure honey.
nourishment.
Don't ask question in the middle.
Edible fungi like mushroom are one more source of
How many of you eat mushroom? Raise your hands. Okay. What is that mushroom? Whether it is a plant or an animal?
Plant.
It is not a plant or it is not an animal. Okay, it is a fungi. Every one of you have heard algae and fungi. Fungi. Fungus. So it is a fungus. Okay. So even people eat that.
nutrients.
So even this is a source of food. Even mushrooms that are grown by the fungi are the
However,
source of food.
not all mushrooms are edible.
See here in image you can see you cannot eat all type of mushrooms.
Unedible.
There are few mushrooms which you cannot eat. So such
However,
kind of mushroom,
not all mushrooms are
see here it is being written inedible fungi or it is non-edible fungi. Some mushrooms we cannot eat, only few mushrooms we can eat. Okay, so which we can eat are known to be as edible fungi, which we cannot eat are known to be as inedible or non-edible fungi.
edible. Do animals also form a source of food?
So the next important source of food is animal. We'll look at this now.
Some of the animals are also used as a source of food. Animals are cared and reared by humans for their flesh, that is meat.
Why are the animals cared and reared? Why are these poultries made? Example I'm taking as a poultry. Why are these poultries made? It is made to get the egg, right? We have to get egg from the chicken and also meat from the chicken. Similarly, goat, sheep are also being reared and also cared for many days in order to get the meat from them. You might have seen cows, buffaloes and all. They are also taken care in the farm. Why are these taken care to get milk from those? Right? So even animals will form a very good source of the food. There are many non-vegetarians, so they need food for their survival. Right? They are used to it. So from how we will get that? By doing rearing and caring of the animals. Few examples are shown here. Look at this.
As goats, pigs,
Goats.
lambs, and cows are kept in a shed to rear.
Lamb.
Don't repeat.
Animals such as cows and goats provide milk.
So what does cows and goats give
Milk
us?
Milk.
They give us milk.
is good for our body and provides energy.
So why do we need milk? So milk gives us energy and keeps our body strong. It also gives calcium. Strong and healthy. It also gives for our body calcium. So calcium if we get from milk, what happens? Our bones will be strong, very strong. Okay. It also gives us calcium to the body.
Nourishment and strength. Milk is also used to prepare products like curd, butter, cheese, and cream, commonly
Ma'am, it is
known
also
as
used.
dairy products.
So these are the products that are prepared from the milk. Which are the products they mentioned? Ghee, you know, cheese, you know, butter, you know, paneer, you know, curd, you know. Okay, so all these are the products of the milk. We can get all these from the milk. Okay, and also we can prepare some sweets from the milk, right? Some dishes from the milk. Don't tell me. When I ask you at that time, you can tell. So we can prepare some dishes. We can prepare some foods, sweets from the products of milk.
Poultry
See,
is a place
poultry
where
now they are
birds
showing.
are reared for their meat by humans. Some of the birds that we eat include chicken, duck, and turkey.
So in India, we usually eat chicken. But in the foreign countries and all, they also depend on turkey, ducks. Even here in India, they eat ducks and chicken. But most prominently, most non-vegetarians will eat chicken. So that is used as a food. But in other countries and all, they also depend upon turkey. You can see the picture here. This is the picture of turkey. They are also reared and cared in the farm, in the poultry. Okay, to get meat and egg from those.
Some of the bird's eggs are also consumed by humans as food. For example, eggs of chicken and duck.
Okay, next, what is this image?
Are there any aquatic animals reared by humans?
Okay.
Two rare aquatic animals like fish. There are a large variety of
Why is the fish used? Why is the fish used? Okay. So the meat of fish is used as a food, right? So there are many varieties of fishes, not only one variety. Freshwater fish, nದಿ ಹೊಳೆ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗುವಂತದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ fresh water fish ಅಂತಾರೆ. That is sweet water fishes. Similarly, marine, I mean in the sea, which fishes you get, those are known to be as marine fishes. Okay, freshwater fish and marine fishes. There are huge variety of fishes.
through which only some are edible. Depending on the
See.
source of fish, they are categorized as either freshwater or saltwater fish.
So freshwater fish means those which you get in the sweet water, that is in the rivers, lakes, ponds. These origin which kind of fish you get, so those are known to be as freshwater fish. Which you get in the sea water, in the oceans, in the seas, or in the marine, those are known to be as a saltwater fish.
Ma'am cannot
These
live
varieties
anything.
include salmon,
Ma'am cannot live anything.
What?
No, he cannot listen properly.
You're unable to hear properly.
Yes, ma'am.
How many of
We
you are
cannot
hearing
hear your
properly?
voice.
Raise your hands. Why for all other
Ma'am?
classes it is audible? Why not for you? Now only we completed for 9th and 10th. Why 6th is facing the problem? Sit in some network allotted places. Check your mobile network once. Okay, just now we completed for 10th. And it was completely audible, no disturbance was there.
Everything also we cannot listen properly.
Okay, every one of you mute it. I will explain. Those who are able to hear, you can hear. Those who are unable to hear, you can ask me later at last.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, listen now.
Okay, ma'am.
catfish,
See the images. Catfish, tuna,
sardines,
sardines. They are the
Sharks.
names of the food fishes.
pomfret,
See, these are the different varieties of fishes.
mackerel.
Okay, so you got to know few examples: tuna, mackerel, sardine, pomfret. So all these are the varieties of fishes. Shark. These are the varieties of fishes which are used as a food by the living organism, by the human beings.
Besides fish, prawns and lobsters are also consumed as food.
Prawns most of you eat.
Fish and prawns are stored in refrigerators as they are highly perishable. Nutritionally speaking, they are valued as an important source of protein.
Okay, all these are whatever the sources you saw in the animals, that is fishes, chicken, which you get from the poultry, which you get from the aquatic life. All these are rich in protein. What it is rich in? Protein. So you need high amount of protein to your body to be nutritious. Okay, so you get most of the minerals and vitamins from the proteins. So from where do you get? From the animal source. You get most of the proteins from your food.
Animal source.
The animal source.
This module, you learned that food is
See
made
what
up
all
of
you have
many
learnt. Food is made up of various ingredients which are obtained from different sources such as plants and animals. Clear?
is ingredients
Next, what you have learned?
which are obtained from different sources such as plants and animals. Items are made with a few ingredients while others are made with many ingredients.
So certain food items are made with few ingredients, very less ingredients. Some of them need many ingredients to prepare a dish.
Yes, ma'am.
Some ingredients are common for several food items. Vegetables, cereal, pulses, fruits and spices come from plant sources.
Who is repeating there? From tomorrow, I
Meat,
will only unmute you all.
poultry, fish, and milk products come from animal sources.
So what all you get from the animal source? You get meat, poultry, fish, milk products from the animal source. Okay, clear, students? Everything is clear. Now we have still 5 minutes time. I will be go on asking the questions. Everyone should unmute it. Sorry, mute it. Everyone are supposed to mute it. You have to raise your hands. I will be asking you the questions. That's it. No, if anyone is giving the mass answer, I will remove you from the group, and from next class, I won't be allowing you. Don't repeat any answers. Fine? Okay. So in the previous classes and all, you got to know about ingredients, you got to know about edible part of a plant, non-edible part of a plant, examples for edible part, examples for non-edible. So these things you have learned in your previous class. So in today's class, what all you have learned? You learned about the other sources of food. Which were those? About the insects. About the insect you have learned. About the fungi you have learned. Okay, later about the animals you have learned. So can you give me an example for an insect that give us food? Raise your hands. Only raise your hands. Any one insect which give us food? Varun Sharma?
Ma'am, beehive.
Hive. Beehive will give you.
Ma'am, no.
Can you
Ma'am,
explain?
cow.
Hey, insect. Beehive you are telling. Hive is a habitat. Which
Yes, ma'am.
insect
Okay,
will
ma'am.
give? Others should be silent. Honeybee. Varun Sharma, can you explain
Ma'am,
how honeybee will give us honey?
ma'am, it sucks nectar from all the flowers.
Very good, Varun. It will collect all the nectar from the flowers. And where it is stored? Where
Ma'am,
it
in
is
the
taken? It is taken into its hive.
this hive.
Okay, so it can be done naturally and also artificially. What do you mean by artificial collection of nectar by honeybee? What is
Ma'am,
that
which
process?
are
What is
ma'am,
that process? Christopher? Christopher?
Agriculture.
It is apiculture. Okay, good. Next, we learnt about fungi. So, can you give me example for any one fungi? Saima and Umaima? See, only whom I am asking, they should give.
Mushroom.
Mushroom. So, can you eat all kind of mushrooms, Saima and Umaima? All types of mushroom can you eat?
No, ma'am.
There are edible fungi and also non-edible fungi. Only edible you can
Fungi.
eat. Next. Akhilesh, can you tell?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, Akhilesh, can you tell me which are the different sources? What do you get from animals? What do you get? Which food do you get from animals? Sinchana.
Ma'am.
Sinchana, tell me.
Ma'am, please.
Only Sinchana. It's not audible, Sinchana. Ananya? Ananya?
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, tell me, Ananya. It's not audible.
Ma'am, I
Lubna,
can't listen, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Bhavana,
Ma'am.
Can't listen.
Bhavana,
Ma'am, I can say, ma'am, I know answer, but there is no.
I am able to hear you. Tell me. Ananya, tell the answer.
I know answer, but I cannot listen question, ma'am.
Hello,
Ananya,
ma'am. Can you hear?
yeah, who is that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me, Ananya.
Ma'am,
Hello, ma'am.
ma'am, question.
What is the food that you get
Ma'am.
from animals?
Ma'am.
Don't tell ma'am there.
It's unclear, ma'am.
Okay, leave Ananya, don't tell. Sujata and Zunaira, please tell me. Unmute. Milk? Meat? Only milk and meat you get?
Milk products and meat.
Milk products and meat. Don't you get egg? Don't you get egg? So those are the products which you get from the that you get from the animals. So you got to know there are different varieties of fishes, different varieties of poultry, right? Turkey, chicken, duck are the poultry, are from poultry. You get meat and egg from those. Milk you get from cow and buffalo, right? And also from the goat you get milk. Later, meat you get from goat and sheep. Fishes, there are two types of fishes, seawater and freshwater fish.
Fresh water.
You got to know few examples of fishes. Okay.